There was at least 25 different moving trucks out there. We stole the one that looked like it wouldn't be missed, but still looked mechanically sound enough to get us down to Mexico. Mexico, you say? I thought you were going to Canada. Can you ever trust a woman in love? Of course I told her we were going to Canada when the entire time we were going to go to Mexico. That's where my money's hidden. I told Carol that because I knew there was a chance she was going to do exactly what she did, which is chicken out at the last moment and probably the next day tell the cops what really happened.
The Unapologetic Man Podcast.
So we had 7.5 hours to get down to El Paso, which is a straight shot from Colorado. Colorado through New Mexico into El Paso and then over to Juarez across the border. So we get to the Home Depot parking lot and you're like, all right, bro, I'm going to go grab that one. I'm like, cool, I'm going to look out. And you hotwired it and we're out. We took the highway over to 25 and bam, we were on the road. Now that begs the question, why not switch the license plate? Well, you're a smart motherfucker. As we're going down the road, we're paying attention to rest stops, looking for a truck that looks like our truck because we're going to switch license plates, preferably with a New Mexico license plate. Well, luck was on our side that night. We finally get to a rest stop where there's a truck just like ours, not a Home Depot truck, but close enough so that if a cop analyzes the license plate, it's going to come up as generally the same make and year as the truck we stole. Switch license plates, bam, we're back on the road. Every gas station we went to, we had to put on the fake mustaches that we made with the hair pubes that we found in the barbershop at the prison, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever done. So I tape on this mustache, and as I walk through the door, I duck a little bit just in case the cops see the footage from the 7-Eleven, knowing my height is 6'2", just a little duck to make sure that they don't see who I really am. Go in there, buy sunglasses, a bunch of Gatorades, a bunch of junk food. We are free, motherfucker. And now you were sleeping in the back as I drove, and then we would switch. You would drive as I slept in the back. Why is that? The cops are obviously going to be looking for two guys. Maybe they did discover that we escaped, even though it was just 3 a.m, and technically they shouldn't know yet because morning count happens at 5:30. They might know. So you don't want 2 dudes in a truck when they're looking for 2 dudes who just escaped from prison. And furthermore, you drive the speed limit. You have one hand on 2 o'clock, one hand on 10 o'clock on the steering wheel, and you drive the speed limit, just looking like some schlep who's moving from Colorado to New Mexico and is of no interest to the police who are sitting on the side of the road. We knew that if we got pulled over, we'd be screwed. There's no way around it. Maybe we could talk ourselves out of it, but we didn't have driver's licenses. We didn't have insurance. We weren't supposed to have this card. We had no paperwork. So what do you do in that situation? You follow the traffic rules. You be the gray man. Now, here's an interesting side note for those of you still listening. I think this is going to be my longest podcast ever. In New York City, they used to run drugs like this was back in the 80s. They got away with it for like 15 years by running drugs that were stored inside a truck that was on top of a tow truck. And so we use that same kind of logic. It's like the gray man is the dude who's driving some Home Depot ghetto-ass moving truck. He's not going to be in a bright red car speeding. He's going to be just the guy who's moving across country. He's of no real interest. How often do cops pull over Home Depot trucks? Not often. They're not that interesting. So if you have one guy in a Home Depot truck driving in the middle of the night, it looks like he's just moving. And the other guy is sleeping in the back, recharging his batteries, eating, and then we switch back and forth. We have those fake mustaches on. We bought sunglasses at the gas station the last time we were there. We were ready with our disguises. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. To watch the full podcast episode, click here. And before you go, if you're feeling extra generous, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me in the algorithm. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Unapologetic Army.